Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to show you how to build your very own Pro Cobra Reflex bag using the Reedy Kewlus Pro Spring. So stay tuned. Hey, what's up guys? Carlo here, and today I'm super excited to show you guys how I built my very own Pro Cobra Reflex bag using the Reedy Kewlus Pro Spring. Now, before I go into the review of the actual spring itself and how I built this Cobra bag, I want to give a huge shout out to my buddy Reedy Kewlus. If you guys are unfamiliar with his YouTube channel, I'll put the link in the description box so you can check it out. But Reedy makes probably the best, if not the best, do-it-yourself boxing equipment videos on YouTube, bar none. I know I've been a subscriber to his channel for a while now, and I've seen his work, and he does amazing videos. He makes equipment from common household things you can find around your home, or you can just go to your local hardware store and build it. And the great thing about that is, one, you're saving a ton of money. You're doing it yourself. If you're handy, or even if you're not handy, you can learn from his videos and save a ton of money. A lot of the equipment that he has, performs just as well, if not better, than some of the equipment you can find from some of the main manufacturers out there, or main brands like Title Boxing and Ringside. And I know this Cobra bag using the Pro Spring, the Kewlus Pro Spring, definitely outperforms the Ringside and the Title bag, which you'll see here in a second. But definitely make sure you guys check out his channel if you haven't already. There's a lot of hidden gems on there, from Cobra bags to wall bags. He has all kinds of different stuff on there, so check it out when you guys get a chance. Now, with that being said, the Pro Spring that you see here from Reedy Kewlus is $49.95 with free worldwide shipping. So to me, the value of this is unsurpassed. I mean, you're not going to find a spring that performs like this one does for the price with free shipping. The only thing you have to worry about paying for is going to be all the other hardware. So starting from the top, you're going to need a roll of duct tape. You're going to need the foam pool noodles. You're going to need a 3/4 inch PVC pipe. You're going to need a 3/4 inch galvanized pipe for the base. And then you're going to need a 3/4 inch galvanized flange. The flange is the piece that the pipe screws into. And then from there, you can screw it into like a piece of plywood, something that you could put some weight on top to hold it down. A piece of plywood, just any kind of wood, or MDF, fiberboard. And then you'll need hose clamps. These are 1.5 to 1 3/4 inch, if I can recall, just to make sure that the spring stays secured to the PVC pipe as well as to the galvanized pipe. So obviously I'm going to show you guys how to put everything together, how to install it your very self, and then from there we'll see how this thing performs. So check it out. Okay, before we build this Pro Cobra punching bag using the Kewlus Pro Spring, I'm going to show you everything that I purchased and what I'm going to use to install it. So what's required, just like it's shown on the actual Kewlus website, kewlus.com, what you'll need, obviously the main part is going to be the actual Kewlus Pro Spring, which I have there. So the Kewlus Pro Spring, which is $49.95 from kewlus.com. Next is going to be the base pipe, also known as a mass, which is going to be a 3/4 inch galvanized pipe, which I have right here. So I got this from Home Depot. It's threaded on both ends, that you can see right there. So that's a 3/4 inch pipe. This one is actually 36 inches in length. So I have that 3/4 inch pipe, and it has an outer diameter of 1.05 inches or 26.7 millimeters. That's really important because that's what's going to fit perfectly with the Kewlus Pro Spring. Next is going to be the galvanized flange, which I have right here. And you can use MDF board, but I just decided to go with this piece of pine round cut. This is actually the same round cut board I used for my speed bag platform. So I got that, and there's the actual 3/4 inch galvanized flange, which the pipe will screw into once I screw that down. You can also do a suction cup base if you want to, which I'm actually not going to do because I'm just going to use that board, and then I'm going to put the weight on top of that to secure everything down. Roll of duct tape, which I have right there. 2 pool noodles, as well as PVC pipe, which is going to be 3/4 inch as well. So the PVC pipe is going to be 3/4 inch, is going to be the same diameter as the galvanized pipe. And set of butterfly hose clamps. I wasn't able to find some. Reedy does have a link to Amazon to purchase them, but since I was at Home Depot, I just went ahead and bought the hose clamps there. I got mine 3/4 inch to 1 3/4 inch Everbuilt hose clamps. Just got a bag of those. And then you just need your tools. I got a drill with a Phillips end. I have a knife, as well as some channel lock pliers. And there are the 2 pool noodles. So let's go ahead and start to assemble this. So we got this Cobra Bag fully assembled. I'll show you everything I did from top to bottom, starting with the ball. So the actual ball is going to be made of pool noodles that you wrap around, and then you use duct tape to seal everything off. I duct tape from the top all the way to the bottom to the actual PVC pipe base, so everything is nice and secure. And then you have the PVC pipe that goes to the Pro Spring. One thing you'll notice is that there's this red finish, this red coating, and yet some of that will end up chipping off. Reedy also mentions that in his video, which is normal. You know, obviously when you start screwing in the metal pipe as well as the PVC and you use the hose clamps, some of that finish will rub off. So if that happens to you, that's completely normal. So I actually used a hose clamp and I kind of clamped it over the arm right there, or the spring coil, and kind of tucked it underneath the PVC. But you can see that's not going anywhere. And then down to the actual part where it connects to the galvanized pipe, I actually connected it to the little two coils at the bottom. Again, you can see some of that finish rubbed off, but whatever, it is what it is, but that's on there nice and secure. And then the galvanized pipe just screws into the base at the very bottom right down there. That's screwed into the wooden part. And then I put weighted plates on mine. That's 90 pounds total. So I have a 35-pound plate, a 45-pound plate, and then a 10-pound plate up top. That might be a little overkill, but I just wanted to make sure it's nice and stable. Another thing I did is I put a rubber mat underneath it just to kind of reduce vibration, even though there's a lot of weight on here. Just the momentum, or should I say, the energy of you hitting this will still vibrate a little bit, which is a little, you know, that's normal to have the vibration. You just don't want this thing to just be flopping all over the place when you're hitting it. So there you have it. All right, so we have everything assembled. You can see everything looks nice and solid. The base is mounted correctly. The spring is mounted to the galvanized pipe to the PVC, and then I have the ball up top that's duct tape. It does give you an option. There's also a video on Reedy's channel that you can actually use an inflatable style bag, which is almost like a speed bag that's flipped upside down, and then you can mount it. So if you're interested, I'm doing a little bit more of a cleaner setup using an inflatable ball rather than these foam pool noodles. I believe he has that video on his channel, so make sure you guys check that one out. So there's definitely alternatives than using the duct tape. Obviously, you know, this is not as clean. It still works great, just not as clean for some of those that want a little bit more of a cleaner setup. But I'll show you guys how this thing performs. Don't mind, you're gonna hear a little bit of rattling, and that's gonna be from my weight plates. That might not apply to you. If you end up just screwing it down into the concrete, then obviously you won't have that. Reedy also has a suction cup version of this, where you can use suction cups if you don't want to screw it, or if you don't have weighted plates, so you have that option as well. Again, like I mentioned before, he has amazing videos, but there's also a way you can incorporate suction cups into this. Even water jugs, I believe you also use like 5-gallon water jugs that you can use to weigh it down. So there's countless opportunities to use different types of things to weigh this thing down. But for me, I use these plates, so just don't mind the actual sound. So you can see, man, the rebound on this is amazing. It's definitely better than the ringside Cobra Bag and the Title, in my opinion. It has excellent reflex to it, rebound. And the foam pool noodles actually feel really nice. I was able to use this barehanded, hit it barehand, or even with gloves on. And you get an excellent popping sensation when you hit it. It's not super hard. It's not super soft to where it feels too plush. But the rebound to me is fantastic. I mean, you can see it has that really nice rapid spring rate to it. And it feels really, really good when you hit it. It has a nice fast rebound to it, because you can really string your combinations together, you know? It recoils, or rebounds, should I say, far enough to where you can work on your head movement and your defense. So obviously, offense and defense combined. So you can hit it, move your head, split, uppercut. And to me, this one performs just as good as that Amazon, the Slow Time Cobra Bag I did a review on a couple months ago. I know if you guys have seen that video, and I'm a huge fan of that Cobra Bag. I still have it. I actually have it at my coach's house, who uses it with his boxers, his fighters. But this one rebounds just as good as that one, maybe if not a little bit better, just because the spring is excellent in it. Just, you can see nothing is falling off. The spring is not popping off any of the pipes. Everything is nice and secure and nice and tight, so that's a good thing. looking for a height adjustable version, Reedy also has a video to where you can use another external pipe that has a twisting or locking mechanism, another do-it-yourself, to where if you want to be able to adjust it, you can adjust it as well. This right here obviously is going to be stationary to my height because I cut it to that specific length. But you also have the option to use a pipe where you have an exterior pipe and the inner pipe slides up and down in it, and then you have like a little knob or a screw you can tighten down to the height that you want it at. So there's also that option for those of you that have multiple people using this Cobra bag, whether it's at the gym or at home, and it can't be one height all the time. You need that adjustability. So check out that video as well to be able to get an adjustable version of this bag. But in my opinion, this performs just as good, if not better, than any of the other Cobra bags I've done a review on. It's really amazing what a little bit of ingenuity can do as far as coming up with the PVC and the galvanized piping. I mean, I purchased all of these pieces from Home Depot. Even the pool noodles I got from Home Depot. If you guys ever go to Home Depot or Lowe's, they usually have a pool section where they sell pool equipment, like chlorine and stuff. And they had the pool noodles there. So I got the duct tape from there, the pool noodles, the PVC pipe, the galvanized pipe, the flange. I think everything altogether was about $25 to $30. I have to look at the receipt. Plus the spring. So if you're going to total everything up, minus the weight, because that's kind of the variable. Not everybody has weight plates, so you'll be changing that a little bit. But if you're including everything, including the spring, which is $49, I mean, you're looking at probably anywhere from $75 to $80 for a complete setup, like the one that you see here. And to me, you're not going to be able to beat that as far as cost goes and performance. Cost to performance ratio, to me, that's unbeatable. You may already have some of this stuff laying around your home, so you might be saving more money even then. So to me, this by far is the best Cobra Reflex bag option that's available out there, bar none. Just make sure you get obviously you have to get the spring. This to me is the heart of the entire operation. But the way Reedy has everything lined up on his website as well as his YouTube channel is fantastic. Saves you a ton of money. You get excellent performance out of this, better than some of the major brands out there. And I think it's a fantastic spring. Durability wise, I don't foresee this having any issues. Excellent rebound, excellent feel when you hit it, and definitely a lot of different options in making this. So if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box. I'll put the link in the description box where you can find all of the pieces for this Cobra Reflex bag, the link to Reedy Kewlus' website, the link to the spring, as well as a link to his YouTube channel. That way you can check him out. So I'll see you guys soon. Take care.